20th, 2012, and I'm back to record my week 3 video quite late. Week 3 should have been this last Thursday, but been busy with work, and this last weekend has been busy, and so anyway, it's late. So starting with the numbers, my weight as of last Thursday, as of week 3, was 196.0. So that means from week 2 to week 3, I lost 3.6 pounds, and from my date of surgery, I've lost 19.6 pounds. From my very high weight, I've lost 32.3 pounds. So that's really good. Very happy with that. As of today, I was 194.0, so I've lost a couple more pounds, and I'm hoping by next Thursday to lose about 2 or 3 more. So, and also an update on, from a few videos ago, I had a dress that I'm hoping to wear, excuse me, to my mom's retirement party and to a wedding in about a week and a half. And I put it on this morning. So sorry. I put it on this morning. I can zip it up, and it's getting closer. Like every couple pounds, I'm noticing that it's fitting differently, which is really motivating. It's amazing to take something that really wouldn't go over my hips, and I thought I was going to tear it if I tried to force it, and all of a sudden it fits, kind of. I wouldn't wear it right now. It's still a little too tight, but it's getting close, and it's crazy just every couple pounds to be able to see that very tangible difference. Okay, so I have a couple topics from this last week I wanted to cover. One is kind of a lack of focus going back to work. So I'm normally, as you could tell in prior videos, my preoccupation is work this, work that. And I tend to kind of make that first. If I have a bunch of different things that kind of need to get done, work usually is on top, and I'll work till whatever hour in the night and get not enough sleep, and just work when I need to, I mean. And immediately coming back from surgery, I took 4 days off. So I had surgery on a Thursday, and I went back to work the next Wednesday. It was too early, and it wasn't too early physically. It was too early from a standpoint of fatigue. I was really tired. I felt okay, like my body was okay. I could handle it from that perspective. But every couple hours, I was just like, oh, I need a nap, and I'm not a napper. So that was frustrating, and then now I'm kind of over that. I have enough energy for the whole day, but my head's not in the game. Like, I know I have a lot of work to get done, and it's a priority, but I'm kind of like, well, I need to get a walk in, or, well, not really. This last week hasn't been that great for that, but it's like there's other things that are now taking a higher priority, and my focus just isn't there, and it's a little disconcerting. I'm hoping it goes away because I really need to get client work done, and I can't have this kind of ambivalent attitude. And I'm sure it'll change, but I just thought I'd mention it. I don't know how many other people have gone through that, but I'm hoping that it goes away. I think also, like, every day I'm kind of like, okay, by the end of this month, how many pounds should I lose? And it's just exciting to see that change, and so my brain's kind of like in this mode of calculating and just preoccupied thinking of what I'm going to look like and feel like and all that. So anyway, so lack of focus. Another thing is, I had a follow-up visit with my surgeon this last Wednesday, I think, and interesting thing was, from the prior weekend, I came home, I think it was on Mother's Day, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday last weekend, and I stopped by Whole Foods and got a little container of pre-made tuna salad, and it very little mayonnaise, like really couldn't taste it. But it had like some onions in it and things like that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take it easy. I know it's high in protein, so it's good. It looks like it's low in mayonnaise and other, things like that, so it looks like it should probably be okay. And it's soft, right? I mean, it's not, I don't have to really chew it all that much. And I took it down fine. I felt good. Was able to eat a lot more than what I was expecting to, but I didn't have this, it didn't take me a long time, and I didn't feel like I was pushing it too much. So I had my follow-up, and I told him, so I had some tuna. I had a little bit too much cheese. That's another story. And he said, cannot have tuna yet. I'm on soft foods, and he's like, tuna is not a soft food. Soft food is cottage cheese. It's eggs. I've been adding some cheese to my eggs because eggs alone are just boring to me. And that's reduced fat cheese. And I also got some fat-free cheese, which has been good, melted. But anyway, so I was surprised. He's like, no more tuna, because the stomach is actually now a cylinder, and a cylinder by nature has more pressure in it. And he said that the stomach, when it's actually digesting, has this kind of torquing motion in order to digest, and tuna actually requires a lot more digestion and work for the stomach, so you're actually making it do that ringing motion to digest it. And he said, we essentially just kind of want the stomach to be able to sit there, rest, not have to do a lot of work to process the foods that are going in, because the more you force it to kind of do this ringing action, the more pressure you're putting on the stomach, and the more you're stressing out the staple line, which isn't totally healed yet. Very logical. Wish I kind of knew that biologic, anatomic reason beforehand. But so I was a little worried that I'd done some damage. He said, don't worry, if it caused a leak, then you would know it. So just don't do it for the next 10 days or so. And he said, even when you get back into solid foods, you really want to kind of go easy and not just jump into chicken and do like cold cuts. And so he has a very much more regimented plan. I've heard other people have totally different experiences. So that was interesting. So tuna was my first mistake. Second mistake was early last week. I had some reduced fat cheese. It was like 8 grams of protein, about 4.5 grams of fat, I think, per ounce. And I had maybe 4 ounces. And I'm going to use a term my boyfriend uses. I basically borrowed it. It went in, and I felt like I pushed it a little too much, but then it was fine. It wasn't like super uncomfortable. I just knew that I was kind of eating a little too much, and it basically went right back out. It did not stay in my body, and my doctor said it was probably because cumulatively, although for 1 ounce the fat content isn't bad, for 4 ounces it's way too much, and he said the fat content, your body's not going to be able to digest it, absorb it, whatever. So he said don't do that again. So I haven't been as compliant as I should be, I guess, but anyway, it is what it is. So those are 2 of my lessons from this last week. And another issue that came up, I think later in the week, after my appointment with the doctor, was I think Wednesday afternoon, actually, when I got back, and it is severe constipation. This is TMI, I'm sure, but it was like I had a brick sitting in my lower abdomen, and it was rough. And so then I called my doctor's office wanting to ask if I can, well, I didn't call, I emailed, but anyway, I contacted my doctor's office wondering if I can add fiber, if there's anything, knowing now that there's this whole ringing action that I want to avoid. Can I add some fiber to my diet? Can I take like Mylanta or something like, not Mylanta, Metamucil or some kind of laxative? And they said you can take a laxative, milk of magnesia is what they recommended, but they said don't add fiber until you're on solids, which is a little nuts to me, but that's what they told me. So I don't know. I tried Colaze, and that seemed to kind of help. Right now I'm feeling okay, but it was that one day it was freaking killing me. And I don't know if it was because all the cheese from the day before. I don't know. But that was one thing that I had to deal with this last week that was not fun. It was very uncomfortable. But otherwise, I'm really happy. I mean, I'm at 194. I'm feeling like I'm kind of back in my body, like I'm recognizing the person in the mirror, and almost everything in my wardrobe fits now, and it's really exciting to actually see a change. Both my parents said that they can really see it in my face and my neck, and it's just the gift of being able to see kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel is something that I can't even explain. It's on Mother's Day I wrote a card to my mom, and I said it's like being freed from being a slave to obesity, from knowing that I'm going to be seen as a normal person in society soon, and that I'm no longer going to have, um, I don't know, this costume or this shell or this disguise of who I am. It's scary, but it's starting to become really exciting. So, anyways, that's really it. It's been a good week. I'm hoping that with a little bit more activity. Oh, that was the other thing this last week. For week 3, I just did my dog walks. I didn't do any other real exercise. My mom and I went to the zoo for Mother's Day. It was also my birthday. And so I guess we walked a good amount at the zoo, but not a lot. So so this week I'm getting a little bit more physical activity in, and hopefully I'll be able to take off a little bit more than 3.6 pounds is good, but this early on I would expect 4 or 5. So, and especially wanting to get back into or get into that dress, it's going to need to be closer to 4 or 5. So anyways, that's it. I'll come back. I'm probably not going to record a video until next Saturday. It's just a little harder in the week, but who knows, I might surprise everybody and myself. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon.